Today we're doing another little Sephora haul. A couple of things that are new and a couple of things that, well, I meant to get in my last one, but I didn't put it in the cart. So let's go by new. Many people said they wanted me to do this when I did a Will I Buy It about a week ago. And this is the new Hourglass foundation. And we will get into that. Another is this YSL cheek and lip product that I was interested in when I first saw it released, but I just wasn't 100% sure. People weren't talking about it all that much, and I was shocked when I bought this, when I received it, how small it is. I thought it was larger. And then we have the Rouge Dior new matte lip product. Looks like this, and that's what we're going to do today. It's beginning to get a little hot, so I think what I want to do is a couple of swatch comparisons and get on with this, and then I'll come back and I'll read to you what is going on with this one. I can tell you that it's $58 for 1 fluid ounce. It's supposed to be long wear. I got the shade 6.5, and I got the shade 6.5 for two reasons. One, it says light, medium, neutral, and two, I did the, get the shade match thing, and I put in this, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin in 4N, which is a very, very good match for me. So we're going to do a little bit of swatching here so we can see how these two colors relate to each other. Because to me, if the shade is wrong, it's just not going to work. It's hard to recover. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, and you can see that it's fairly neutral. And this, this is the Hourglass, which is very warm. Now, they sold it with a brush. I didn't buy the brush. The brush was kind of stiff looking and thick, so the closest thing I have is this. This is from Sonia Chi, and I will list it below. It's her foundation brush. I'm just going to pick up the correct product, and we're going to do brush on half the face. I am a person who really, really likes finger application, but since they sold it with a brush, I'm curious. I put on my sunscreen a solid 20 minutes ago, and yeah, I don't like it with the brush. I mean, that was a lot of product, and I'm not getting much on the face, so I have to do another pump. And you can see how warm this is. Now, I had mentioned that Tamara Thomas Beauty and I were talking, and she said, "Oh, is this something you're going to get?" And I said, "I don't think so, honestly. I've tried a few of their foundations. I really liked the Vanish Stick, but they don't make a good shade for me." But when I went to take a look, and I didn't look that carefully, it looked like they improved their shades. And here's half on, and here's not. Do you see how not neutral this is? So the shade, not so good. Let's take a look. I'm going to dampen this, and we're going to go over and see what happens. All right, dampened. Sometimes when I leave and come back, I look a different color, so I'm not 100% sure. But looking at my monitor, this is super, super warm. Just saying. I cannot tell you how annoyed foundation colors can make me, especially when you're charging so much money. It's one thing, you go to the drugstore and they have 5 shades, like Wet n Wild, 7 shades, 10 shades. But it's quite another when you're going to Sephora and forking out some money. I think a company needs to do a better job. Okay. Looking in here, I still see a tremendous difference. It is tremendously warm. Looking on my skin, it looks better, for sure. Not that great on the forehead, and I did exfoliate this morning, so that's interesting. But it looks better when it's finished with the Beauty Blender. Now I'm going to take my finger and do my usual preferred application. I like the idea of the fingers warming up the foundation, and I can get a sense of what its texture is like. And you know what? It's really kind of similar to the Charlotte Tilbury. There's a bit of a thickness going on here. The coverage is really kind of solid, considering oftentimes when I apply with fingers I have to add some to my cheeks. I'm just going to kind of even them up a little bit. I would say I don't like a brush application with this. Go in with fingers or do brush and finish with a beauty blender. I would say color-wise, it's freaking problematic. Now, if you've been here before, you know I like to do a 3-day wear test. But I do know a lot of people were interested in this, so I thought, you know, we're going to do this little haul, and then this is going to be day 1 of a 3-day wear test. So let's go in with the concealer. I'm going to go to the Clinique Even Better, which is something I really like and have worn for quite some time. I just have been ignoring it lately. But I thought the texture is kind of similar, also very similar to the Kosas concealer. But this is a good color for me. Okay. I think it's a pretty good mix because this is a little too dark, a little too warm. This has a little bit of a brightening effect, and I'm here for it. My lips are bugging me. I keep on mentioning this, but the Emile Cordon, I enjoy this so much. They were nice enough to send some to me about a month ago. Thank you. Every time I look in the monitor, I'm thinking, this is just freaking awful. It's not neutral, I'll tell you that. It's not neutral. All right, so let's continue on. So here's the YSL Balm. When I saw this, I thought, I'm into that dark color. I did take off my nail polish, but I was wearing something really dark, deep black cherry, and I'm kind of into that, and I want to get a blush like that. But I found that when I used it yesterday, I got this yesterday, that when you blend it out, it gives you a slightly different look than I was wanting. So this is a thick, it feels a lot like a lip balm, it does. I find that usually products like this that are for cheeks and lips generally are better for one than the other. Either it's great on the cheeks and it dries the lips, or it's great on the lips and it's horrible on the cheeks. But I have a feeling this is going to work. So I'm just going to take some, see how you can, I mean, it really, your application matters, but it's not one of those things that's so densely pigmented that you're afraid you're going to put on too much. It's not lifting up the foundation, and because it's a balm, there's a bit of a sheen going on here. But the sheen, I think, is from the balm. It's not from mica or pigment. And I just did a 5-minute face video. It was 3 different 5-minute faces. This is the kind of thing that could help you with a 5-minute face because you can put it everywhere. I do like the color. I do like the color. It's just that I was hoping that it would be deeper and more fall-like. So I'm still going to be on the hunt for that kind of color, but I think that this color is quite nice. I'm going to remove some of that Emile Cordon that I put on and disperse a little bit more and put some of this on my lip. I wore it yesterday, it was great on the lip. Same thing, you can build this up. So there's something really sheer and super, super comfortable. It really does feel like a lovely balm, but it's not a balm that's too heavy. I'm very fussy about the weight of products on my lips. If it's too heavy, I just can't stand it. If it's tacky, sticky, bleh. But this feels nice. I'm gonna see how much I can build it without being crazy, but right now, it just looks like a nice little stain. I don't know if I was able to build it up too much more, but there it is. And interesting, the more you put on, it doesn't feel heavier. It actually feels like the warmth from my face, from my lips, is melting this a little bit. This, I'm just going to go out and say, I really, really like this. Let me do some eyes and finish up my makeup, and then we'll go on with the Dior, and then we'll read all about this foundation to see what is up there. All right, I decided to change so we wouldn't see the redness on my chest, and I wouldn't be as distracted by the color, but the color is 100%. It is not neutral. It's not light medium. But I finished. I did my eyes with the Anastasia, and I would link that video right here. And I had said while I was doing the swatches, you could do this, this, and this for a nice neutral eye, and I was afraid it would be too warm, but it's not. Look at that. And then I went in with this shade right here, just a little bit right there, and I think it's lovely. There's a couple of directions you can go with this palette, and I really, really appreciate it. So let's go on with the Dior. They're calling it the Intense Couture color that is transfer-proof lipstick with a bare lip comfort. And the packaging is a little bit different. It has that matte black situation. So right here you have the usual logo, and there is the insignia, I don't know what you would call this, right through here, that is always on the Dior lipsticks, but they're usually in this silvered, and this is matte. So that's nice. It helps you to find it if you have a big collection. I did try this yesterday. I chose the color 525, and let's put it on. First of all, I love this color. I don't even know what I would call this color. I don't know why I chose it. I think I was a little bit uninspired by the shades, so I thought, well, maybe I don't have anything like this. But I don't know. It feels like a warm red. It's not quite coral. I can't figure out what it is. It feels like a balm when you put it on, but it doesn't stay feeling like a balm. It is something that reminds me of these. These are the Givenchy Sheer Mattes, and I love these. I have, well, right here it looks like I have 3 colors, but I think I have 5, and it makes me wonder where the other colors are. I bought several of these because I love them so, so much. They're sheer, they're matte, they feel like a balm, but they stay feeling like a balm. Where this one dries down, and it takes a while for the full dry down to occur. So right now, it's the teeniest, like 2% of a tacky feeling, but then it will stop feeling like anything at all. It is very light on the lips, but I don't know that, you know, looking at my lips right now, they don't really look as nice as they do with the Givenchy. I'm just saying. I'm not going to return this though, because I really do like this concept. We're going to give it a little bit, but you know what, let's just see if we transfer. Nothing. That's pretty interesting. I don't know, I like the shade. I like the fact that it's transfer proof. It is a teeny bit uncomfortable. I mean, not terribly, but I want to be completely forthright with you. And it doesn't have that cushiony feeling that you will sometimes get with, for instance, a moussey matte lipstick. But moussey matte lipsticks, while they're matte and they're comfortable, they don't stay. So I like this. I see that there is a place for it in somebody's makeup wardrobe, and I'm really kind of digging the color. Now, I'm going to put on my glasses, bring my computer up here, and we're going to talk about this. It's warmed up to my skin, and I feel that it looks better, but I will say I like it better on my lower half than up here, which is very unusual for me because I feel that my forehead is my smoothest part. So, I don't know. Hello. Very dirty glasses. They get dirty all by themselves. I don't know how that happens. Doing a quick count, it looks like there's 32 shades, so, room for improvement, I think. And this is what they're saying. A weightless liquid foundation that delivers buildable medium coverage with a light diffusing effect for up to 16 hours. So, I do like that light diffusing effect. I'm just not sure I'm actually getting it with this. When I think of the Clé de Peau Radiant Foundation that came out in the last 5 or 6 months, when I put that on, even though the shade is not right for me, there's just something about my skin. There's a je ne sais quoi going on. And I don't know that I'm getting that with this, but you might. So they're saying light diffusing pigments deliver natural soft focus finish and help protect against blue ray, blurring spears, minimize the look of imperfections, fine lines, and wrinkles. I mean, I don't feel my forehead is being minimized. I feel like I'm seeing every little thing. White tea extract, vitamin E, and antioxidants. Long wear, they're not saying it's transfer proof. The things that are good for you, like tocopherol and camellia, they're like the second to last ingredient. So I feel like companies go out of their way to say, oh, we have all this good stuff for you, but when they put it in the very, very bottom, it's kind of dishonest to me. It's like, yeah, you do, but not enough for $58. I don't have a problem with luxury makeup, you guys. I have a problem with luxury makeup that isn't special. In fact, right off the bat, I would say between this and this, I prefer this, and this is a better price. This does feel heavier, but they're not dissimilar. This feels set more so than I think this does. I've never really thought about it too much, but it does feel set. The skin looks pretty from here down. From here up, I'm not in love. I don't feel the need to powder my skin, which is interesting. I did use the Make Prem sunscreen today, and I chose that because I did see a couple people say that this was very drying, and the Make Prem is quite hydrating, so I wanted to give myself a little bit of barrier. And then everything else, my usual skincare. So, I don't know, when I'm looking over here at this mirror, which is arm's length plus 6 inches, I think pretty. I do. Pretty. When I look here, I think I don't really like the way the forehead looks so much. I'm not sure I'm getting that blurring action, but we are going to do a 3-day wear test, and we'll continue talking about that. The one thing that stands out to me the most is this is an eye medium, and there is no way that it is a match for this. As for the Dior Balm, it's very interesting that it goes on, it feels like a balm, and then it just dries down. It's not transfer proof because you saw me take it off my hand, but you also saw me do this, and there's nothing on my hand. This I love. I think the color is lovely. I don't have a color like this. I like it on the lip. I like it on the cheek. They only have a few colors, so that's a bit of a shame. But I really, really like this. And I do imagine, especially because it's a twist, this might be something that you really do keep in your purse for, oh, I look a little bit dead, my blush has gone away, boop, boop, or my lips are chapped, but I want a little bit of color. You could do it with this. I really, really, really like this. In the car, in the purse, right here on this table. So that's a thumbs up. This really interesting concept, gonna keep thumbs up. This, stay tuned. Stay tuned, my friends, for the 3-day wear test, and I will let you know. You guys, oh, I'm sure you're all sick of seeing me with my hair up. I mean, I kind of am too. It's just really, weather related. So there, a little bit of hair down just for a slightly different look. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope it was, fun. You learned something. It was helpful. I hope you come back again. And until we meet again, stay safe and smart. And I'm wishing you good health.
Lucy! Let's go! Let's go! What? Let's go! Let's go!